Hello and welcome to today's video where we're going to talk about we're doing burger or ramly burger, as you can see the distinctive taste, but with a little Irish or Bavarian spin or twist to this. If you can spot the Bavarian ingredient, you will have answered half of that. But yeah, over this video we're going to show you how we're going to use this ingredient. And here's Roti John staring at you. And there we go. Let's get into it. So, while starting, I'm just going to show you what I've been up to. And it's been like a trip down memory lane, actually, interestingly. I started cutting up the buns, getting it. So these brioche buns that I bought from the supermarket, this is great because it's soft, so it'll go very well with the texture of what we need. Bayerische Leberkäse, which basically means it's a interesting condiment because it's not exactly what it says on the tin. So it says Leberkäse, which is basically liver cheese, but it's neither liver nor cheese, thankfully, because I don't really like liver. And I do not think my kids will like it. Basically, it's more like meatloaf, even though some people call it German spam. I think that's incorrect because spam is something else, and they do have something else for that. But no, this is more like meatloaf, and we're going to use it as our little ramly burger meat substitute because for some reason when I tried making ramly burger with beef patties, the kids did not like it, so which is weird because they love ramly burger in Malaysia. So I'm just going to get started. This is going in the oven. I'm going to start toasting that. So for the non-Germans here, you can see it looks great. There's a fair bit of salt already in there, so I'm not putting any spices, although I would like to put some pepper on it. And I'm going to wrap it in an egg later, typical ramly style. A nostalgic thing for me because I used to, back in Malaysia, at least for a period of time in my earlier working career, I used to dabble in hawking and we used to sell burgers. I'm doing it with Leberkäse because my kids somehow did not like it too much when I used minced meat and proper burger, mind you. Which is interesting. I always find it interesting when you feed the best but the kids don't like it. I don't know if you guys ever went through that. But yeah, so this, I know they love Leberkäse. The Germans have a version of this sandwich where they put it on a bun, a Brötchen, which is like a German typical bun, where it's a hard crusted bun on the outside. So it pairs really well. With the brioche, I think it'll be something different, but I think they should be okay with it. It will be interesting to see how they react to this. Remember, I'm just going to make like a folded egg omelette for each, so now I need to start getting ready that part. So I'm just going to put some oil, because as we all know, this will be the hardest part, because I am not confident of this surface that I will be able to get it to be able to stick. I mean to be able to hold. But let's see. Strangest things have happened, and I'm just putting a bit of butter just for burning it and to see if it will help. Okay, so let's get started and see. While I grab a Maggi sauce for the eggs, I'm going to start with one egg first just to see if I can refresh my memory. Yeah, part of the reason why I could still open crack eggs with one hand is actually from the time making burgers. So this will be interesting. Let's see if I manage to do it. We will just about find out. If you have eaten this in Malaysia, you know what happens. Pop this in. I'm trying to decide how many I should do, but I will just do a single layer. And now let's see what happens. Like I say, I don't want to put too much because obviously, obviously the Leberkäse is very salty already, and in fact we normally eat it here with what do you call, more like a mustard, although the kids love what's this, ketchup. But yeah, I probably need a gentler spoon, otherwise it's not going to work. Yeah, the thing here when you're doing it on a flat grill versus a cooking pan like this is that it's much easier to get the angle of attack. But yeah, like I said, I will try. Let's see how this turns out. Ooh, not bad at all. Okay. Could have been worse, although maybe I shouldn't. Okay. There, I said it too fast. Ta-da. Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, I probably wasn't renowned for my egg wrapping skills either in those days. But yeah. So I'm just going to try and fold it. Yeah, it would have been easier if I had something like a spatula or something I could have done the second part with. But okay, and this is what happens when you get too busy. The buns were just yeah, a bit burnt, but I think it's fine. Yeah, it is burnt, but it's okay. I mean, for what we need, it's fine. Yeah, I'm trying to salvage what I can. Yeah, I should have kept an eye on it, but it's okay. I'll eat the burnt part. Ketchup. I've got lettuce, which I will try and not make it too big out. Yep. So I'll try and fit it in there. So I've got the lettuce in there, and then I've got the stuff which I have been somehow made not too shabby. It's okay. It's kind of not the best wrapped, of course, not at the level of what you can do with a girdle for sure. But yeah, I'm not going to complain. I think it's fine. Okay, so in addition to all of this, the kids also have the option to put pickles, which I'll just show you in a short while. I'm going to put a bit of mustard on, mayonnaise on, not mustard. The kids don't like mustard. So I'm just going to put some mayo on, and then a bit more ketchup for them. I'll make my own one later. But yeah, okay. A little trick is to shake it downwards when you want to pour from a bottle. I've been teaching my wife this. Yeah, like that. You just shake it, and then it comes down quite well. So yep, and the pickles help a lot with the cloyingness, so that's why it's there. And they tend to ask for extra pickles anyway. So yeah, so the pickles will help with the cloyiness and the saltiness. But yeah, has any of you tried something similar to this in Europe? Because that would be interesting to understand. If you guys, of course, I know most people have gone the full burger route, and I've seen plenty of videos or pictures of burger ramly with the whole burger version. With this, the Leberkäse version, I've not seen, so maybe this comes out as interesting. I don't know. We will see. But yeah, look at that. And that's basically it for burger ramly. And that will be our first use of Leberkäse in this example. I'm just going to get a plate to plate this out. But yeah, look at that. I mean, yeah, ignore the burnt bun. Let's hope my wife's not going to complain too much about that. But yeah, this is your typical burger ramly. And yeah, look at that. While I'm eating, I just wanted to show you. This really went really well. Look at that. I mean, that looks great, isn't it? And the flavors are perfect. Everything works really well, even the pickles. So give this a try. It was a spare because it was too much. The kids loved it, by the way. Of course, my wife cut out the burnt parts. So yes, before you guys start unloading on me for having some burnt parts, my wife took it out, so it was fine. I'm going to show you how else we use Leberkäse, and I'm going to do this for another video. So bonus points if you know which video this is, but we will see. So I'm just going to cut in smaller chunks. It's up to you how small you want to cut it. And this is where I guess the similarity with Spam will come in, because if you can see, the texture is very similar. So, and you can use it in similar ways like that. So fried rice, fried noodles, I will be using this for fried noodle dish. So let's get started. I've got 4 eggs here. I put in Maggi sauce. I'm just going to put some pepper. And we're going to, in case you don't know, did I mention it, we're going to make Roti John. Roti John with a different type of of Leberkäse, which I'll show you in a short while. It's just there, basically, hanging out. I'm just putting some curry powder, which is what they put in Roti John as well. No real spice, but just, you know, for the flavor and for the aroma out of it. So we're going to make Roti John with this, and I want to introduce to you what I'm going to use. This is a different form. As you can see, it's sliced in, so it's the same Leberkäse ham, not ham, but meatloaf, but this is in like a ham form. So, I don't know, I just can't for the life of me lay it flat. There you go. So I'm just deciding maybe I'll just go one per bread and then add on some extra ham I've got on the side. I didn't know that they were like, wow, interesting packaging. I've not really seen it like that before. So you get it as two separate packages, because it wasn't really cheap, honestly speaking. That costed about €1 plus. So I was a bit wondering, was it only for a small amount of pieces? But then, as you can see, it's a bit more than that. So I'm just going to put our egg mixture in, assuming I managed to actually stir it properly. Yeah, okay, but that's fine. Let's just stir it up as best as I can. And I'm just going to pour it down to try and spread it out enough that I get it, yeah, it's like like that. So I'm just going with that, and I'm just going to spread it. Yep. And then we've got this for bun. I'm just going to put it up like that. Yep. And then that's it, basically. I've got a piece of cheese that I'll put at the end. I can plate it directly. So scoop out try and slowly and gently lift the whole thing to flip. Yeah, I should probably have pressed it down a bit just now, but should have absorbed, I hope. But you'll see. Let's see this in a short while. And I must say, smelling the bread, yeah, this is not expensive brioche bun that we were making on the earlier burger ramly recipe. But this smelling the bun brings back memory somehow. There's a memory imbued to the smell of that bun, and mind you, that was in Malaysia, but somehow the smell of the bun. There you go. Look at that. That's great. That's a perfect Roti John. I'm just going to quickly put up the cheese so it can melt. And then I'll put up an extra slice of ham, because my kids love the ham. Pan fry the ham before I do that. So I'll just pan fry the ham, and then we'll put it on top as well. So let's just do that. And then we just lay out the sauce on it. So I'm just finishing this one up. And then I will do the second one, which I'll also show you as well. It's going to go right on top of it. And then we can get started on the next one. So it's, as you can see, it's no fuss, simple street food stuff. Okay, let's do the second one. So where are we going to go? I've got my Leberkäse ham. Got the egg mixture. I'm going to stir up. Just pour it straight up, and then it's going to form the base. Just going to lay it out, pour it out, spread out the egg. Try and get it as spread out as you can, as flat as possible. And then I've got the bread. I'm just putting it up, and you can press it down if you like. It should stick anyway, so it should be fine, regardless. So this one's done. Should be done, same as the other one. We're just going to flip it out and put it out there. Just slowly, try and gently scoop out. I didn't add extra oil, so I don't know if that is going to be a problem or not. We will see in a short while. But yeah, just try to gently scoop it out. And scoop it out by the omelette side. So in theory, the whole thing should just, let's see, woo, clean. Ta-da! The eggs on. I'm going to put some similar to just now. So we're going to put some ham in. Just do that, just to give it some color. One thing I forgot to do, and that shows you how either half asleep or rusty, but I can't really say rusty actually. This is actually the first time that I'm cooking this. I forgot to pan fry and toast the other side of the bun. So that's what we're just going to do. Yeah, and I'm just going to do that. That's sort of the extra that I had. I still have some extra eggs from having too many eggs, so I'm just going to pop that back up and then give it later for the kids as extra topping. So yeah, I'm just toasting the other side, but as you can see, it's easy to make, and with all the sauces on that you will just see that we're going to throw on at the end. Yeah, it's perfect for street food to give you the feel if you ever feel like you missed street food back home. Let's just do this first. And let's finish this up with the little piece of ham here. Oh yes, I still have to cook up a bunch of that omelette, so I'll do that as well. And hopefully my pan's not going to be too sticky. Yeah, I probably need to add a bit of oil for that, because as you know, this pan has a reputation for stickiness. So I've got it done, and that's it. Roti John for you. I've closed it up. There's one more here that's a bit more open-faced because it's a big mess just trying to close it. But that's maybe due to my lack of skill. But let's see how that goes. It's a very messy dish, as you can probably see. So I cooked up a bunch of extras. I have one for myself. We will do that, and that's all. Just want to show you, and thanks for watching this video about the use of Malaysia Leberkäse in making a Malaysian street food. Until the next one, as always, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. See you. Jemput makan. Bye.